set up my sleep system here, as they call it. Got me a nylon fleece sleeping bag here. I just unzip it halfway and flip it over upside down and stuff my feet in and lay it over me. Under me, you can see all that there. Now under me I have my sleeping bag, and I went crazy one night and took, and see if I can sit up and show you what I've done here. I don't see it. You can see it there. I have put a grommet in my sleeping bag and ran a string up to where my hammock's attached to the other string and down to the other corner, which also has a grommet. Now I made little toggles, just a couple of sticks I found, and stuck the loops through there and just put the toggle through so it holds it in the grommet. And I did the same thing up here, only these I actually tied because I had access to the inside from the top, because you can't when it's zipped up down at the bottom. It's also tied up here. That keeps my sleeping bag in my hammock when I go to get out, so that way it doesn't flop down there. And given my habit of not getting out of my hammock to relieve myself in the middle of the night, I don't want my shoes over here, and I don't want my bedding material down here. That, and there was cow dung, cow poo. Yeah, but anyway, you can see I've got prussiks with I don't know if you can see them too well, but I'll get out here in a minute. Prussiks with toggles at the ridge line up at the top, the actual tarp ridge line, and then my other ridge line has the prussiks I showed you earlier, and I'll show you all that here in a minute. And I have the same down here. I just have to have my corners loose over there. And since the wind comes from this direction, south, through here, I have it tied together somewhat, and works pretty good. I have a little bit of a breeze, not too much, not too windy. You can see where there's leaves stuck to it from the last time I camped out, and I didn't get my tarp out and let it dry out properly like I should have done, but it is what it is, and it'll dry out this time. It didn't mildew or anything. I don't smell any mildew. I don't see any mildew. All I see is those leaves stuck to it, so doing pretty good. Alright, you can see my shoes are down there, and that'll be a nice dry spot, so I can grab them and put them on in the morning. You can see my tomahawk stuck in the tree just outside the hammock. And that banging is called two teenage boys with no supervision walking to the house. I don't know where they're at. I know exactly where they're at. They're beating on an old barn. But anyway, and that's my hammock set up from the inside. And I'll pause this for a minute, and I'll slip my shoes on and show it from the outside. Alright, hold on. Okay, here we are at the outside. There's my prussic knot holding my hammock up. There's my prussic and my toggle on my tarp. I just use these clips I picked up at the local hardware store. They're not what you call your, that's my backpack there. I put everything in a backpack, just make it easier to carry. And here's where I've tied my ropes off. My Ridgeline rope is a lot shorter and I can't do a whole lot with tying it real good. That's why I use it as Ridgeline. I want a little bit more security with my tying off to the tree of my hammock, so I used a longer rope. There's my Tommy Hawk, made of a railroad spike. It's a little on the short side, not real heavy. It's got a good hammer face on the back, pretty decent edge on it. I'm not real sure what kind of wood the handle's made of, but I need to put some cooking oil or something on it. But walk over here, get my hat. This is my camping hat, or just going out and about hat. Kangaroo skin, folds up, can crunch it. Rain. Been through a lot of campouts. No chairs. Now, over here is my son's tarp. Like I said, I had to help him out setting it up because his hands broke, so I had to help him set it up a bit. And we pretty much got the same setup. Got a Ridgeline. I set him up with the prusik knots and a toggle. These two trees are a little bit closer together, so I didn't set him up with a Ridgeline yet. I'm doing more experimenting on mine. That way, if I tear my hammock up, it's not his hammock I tore up. So we just basically tied it off up here. It holds on pretty good. He's been laying in it a bit. And same deal with that, using the two middle ones, and then just a light little tie to hold it closed. And there you can see up inside his hammock. But yeah, works out pretty good. Just going around looking around. I was fixing to dig a fire pit, probably over here somewhere, pretty close somewhere. So we'll go over here and look at Kel's setup. Oh, I forgot to tell him about my tripod sticks we're sitting over here. I think he used them. He went a little crazy. He's built him a temporary shelter, and just over his tent to kind of keep the rain down. He's got a neat little bitty tent, a little backpacker's tent. Alright, got all his stuff in there. And I forgot to tell him I had sticks for a tripod, and yes, I see them in the framework he's built here. That's alright, I'll take it. I'll go get some more here in a little while. And here's a temporary shelter I built, a semi-temporary shelter I built just for the heck of it. And it just kind of an experiment, just to see what I could do, just on the fly. I mean, there's a lot I could do with it. I could close in this side of it and use that as the doorway and coming in and out. And I think he's pulled some wood out of it. Yeah. But that's alright. Let them do their thing. That's how you learn. Experiment, go out, play around with stuff.